Yeah, I think they're certainly related constructs. Engagement is oftentimes conceived of as synonymous with well-being.
Huh.
Engagement is well-being. Other times, engagement seen as a dimension of well-being. So, for instance, your listeners might be familiar with Seligman's PERMA model.
Yeah.
So, positive affect, engagement, positive relationships, meaningful work, accomplishment, achievement, PERMA, PERMA for those things. And so there's engagement sitting in someone's model of psychological well-being. I mentioned previously that I think engagement, well, it is a positive psychological state. So it's when you're feeling optimistic, it's when you're feeling motivated, it's when you're feeling enthusiastic. So they are certainly aspects of what a lot of people, and most people, I think quite rightly, understand well-being to encompass. So some of the negative stuff like anxiety and depression and stress, some people put that into the well-being bucket. So we've got the positive experience, the positive affect, we've got the negative experience, the negative affect, and both of those things are considered when considering employee well-being. You want the absence of the negative affect, and you want the presence of the positive affect. And some people would say you've got to measure both. And some people might say, well, look, if we just measure engagement, we're kind of taking care of the other side of the road, the dark side of the road, because we've just figured out how motivated, enthusiastic, involved, striving people are. And that's a good proxy for where we want to understand our well-being space to be focused. So, yeah, it's a tricky one. I think it won't be resolved quickly, a universally agreed definition of what well-being is. But I think what we've got to do, and practitioners that are listening to your program hopefully are switched on to this, is that whatever you think it is, you've got to make sure that you measure it in a very congruent way that can be demonstrated to be valid. It's measuring what it says it's measuring. And it's reliable so that you can make some kind of real, meaningful assessment of, did our well-being go up or down or stay the same from time one to time two. So the measurement piece is really important. And the measurement's got to relate to the understanding of what well-being is, to the definition of what well-being is.